Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. It is Friday night, and you are spending your Friday night with us. We are so excited and honored that you chose to be with us on this fabulous Friday night, y'all. I know you hear that music rocking in the background. Shout out to Z Saj. You are listening to Tonight. This artist has done Music Forward's open mic before, so we are showing so much love. Just enjoy the vibes. Thank you so much for being a part of Open Mic Fridays with us, you guys. Super, super dope, an amazing show, an amazing initiative. You are in for such a treat tonight. So do me a favor, share this Twitch link right now. Take a second and send it to somebody. We want to fill this place up. Okay, so send it out, promote it, let people know what's going on because you are going to be hip to some dope talent. I have had the pleasure of hearing all of these artists, and they are dynamic. My name is Lydia Caesar. I am a singer-songwriter as well, and I'm also a host. And you are locked in to Music Forward's Open Mic Fridays. Welcome. Okay, I'm excited about the young talent that we have joining us tonight, okay? They're getting ready to perform right here on Twitch for you. So thank you for joining. And if you are not subscribed to Music Forward on Twitch, please do so that you never miss out on what else we have going on. So let me just tell you all a little bit about Music Forward because it's super dope. Music Forward is a national nonprofit that connects young people from our communities directly to the music industry to transform young lives, inspire careers, and champion a more inclusive music industry. You guys, the music industry can be a really challenging place. So Music Forward is literally the bridge between the artist and the industry. So necessary. So we are so grateful for Music Forward. What is Open Mic Friday? What are you tuned into tonight? It is a performance showcase where young artists, they showcase their talent, they gain exposure, and they get feedback from industry professionals who are having successful careers in music. It's nothing worse than somebody trying to tell you what to do that ain't never did it before. It's like, for real, how are you gonna give me advice and you don't even know what it takes? That is what this show is about. All of these artists are going to get feedback directly from people who have been doing this and doing this on a high level. So that is what you are going to see take place today. From today's lineup, we're going to be bringing back two dynamic performers. They're all going to be phenomenal, but only two of them will get to come back. You, the viewer, is going to be the people who choose one of them. So make sure that you tune in on our Instagram page. We will be doing the poll after each performer. If you are here to see somebody, make sure that you show them so much love in that poll and support them because you guys are going to be the ones who brings back one of them. And then our industry guests will pick their favorite to come back. And they will be performing in August. They will get an Apple gift card and also the chance to come back to perform again. So make sure that you support on Instagram. Now, before we get started with these phenomenal talents, we are going to meet our industry guests. Industry guests, you may now turn on your cameras. Hey. Welcome to our industry guests. I'm going to start with ladies first. We have the amazing Monet Perry. Hello, Monet. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Okay, guys, listen up. We are going to listen to Monet's bio because she's a big boss. Listen. Perry accepted the position of marketing director and assistant program director at the legendary 93.5 K-Day in 2005 and enthusiastically revamped the station she loved and grew up listening to as a child. She turned small station idealism into big station action, garnering listeners, street, and advisor credibility. The following year, Monet moved on to Music World Entertainment, where she quickly learned the ins and outs of A&R and management. She worked alongside Matthew Knowles, CEO and founder of Music World Entertainment, and Max Gousset, Senior Vice President, A&R and Business Development. While at Music World Entertainment, Monet contributed her expertise to Beyonce's Grammy-winning album B-Day, one of my favorite albums, and filled the position of product manager and A&R rep, rapidly gaining knowledge on producing and selling albums. In 2009, Perry started at Roc Nation, an iconic brand, as senior digital marketer manager, overseeing the digital development and strategy for Sean Carter brands and partnerships. Monet had the opportunity to launch online platforms rockforlife.com and lifeandtimes.com, and spearheaded various campaigns for artists and brands like Jay-Z, Willow Smith, J. Cole, Ace of Spades, Decoded the Book, and Rihanna. Super duper stars. Monet's passion for music and entertainment, along with her commitment to her clients' success, as well as being drive her daily to leave a legacy for years to come. Monet, I don't even have any more breath left because you have done everything amazing. Welcome.
Oh, thank you. It's been a journey. I'm super grateful. It takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication, a lot of relationship building. But I'm always happy to be here with my Music Forward family, and I cannot wait to see the talent tonight.
We are blessed and excited to have you. So quick question. Beyonce, what's it like working with the queen? I think that's what everybody kind of want to know.
She's super sweet, very humble, but very hardworking. Very meticulous.
Love it.
You know, she's a Virgo. So about her business. I worked with her at a different time in her career. And it's so interesting to see how she's grown, you know, and how she's had that vision there, but just to see how it's blossomed, you know?
Beautiful. Love it. We are so happy to have you and excited to hear the gems. We know you're going to drop gems all night. So thank you. Thank you for being with us. Next up, we have Rick Bearmet. Welcome, Rick. Listen, y'all, he is no slouch either. Here is Rick's bio. Rick is the National Director of Radio Promotion and ADA for a year and a half, currently working with Guap Dad 4000, Trinidad James, and more. Northeast Regional at Empire Records. There he worked with Lil Duval, Living My Best Life, and Tyga. Most of his career was at Atlantic Records. He was there for 13 years. He was the rap promotions manager and the Northeast Regional. He worked with T.I., Fat Joe, Sean Paul, Twista, Lupe Fiasco, and more. A whole entire list of heavy hitters. Rick, welcome and thank you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. It's hard to follow Monet, though. I'm in front. It's hard to follow that.
Look, but you did.
I'll try.
Yeah, you absolutely.
13
years at Atlantic Records, that's a lot. Yeah, I'm sure you have so much to offer the young talent today. So I have a question. Out of that list of artists that you've worked with, I'm about to stir the pot a little bit. Who was your favorite?
Well, my favorite wasn't on the list, actually. Two of my favorites. Well, two of my favorite projects. Well, Fat Joe was like my favorite artist that I've ever worked with, just because of the friendship we had and just the amount of years I got to work with him, and both of us being from the Bronx, you know, we share that.
Beautiful.
But I think my favorite project that ever worked was Blueprint 3 for Jay-Z.
Yes.
So I got to work his first #1 records, which was Empire State of Mind and Run This Town.
Ooh. You guys, we have two industry guests who have worked with the king and queen of the industry. I mean, look, say less. Y'all are in for an amazing Open Mic Fridays. Thank you so much, industry guests.
Oh, thank you guys, for having us.
Yes. You two may now turn off your cameras. We are about to get this show started. First, I want to remind everybody in the building that if you are watching this, you need to be locked in and commenting. These artists need your encouragement and support. The Twitch chat is open. Show them so much love. A kind word goes a long way. All right, coming to the virtual stage, we have our very first performer of the night. Micah, come on in. Let me tell you a little bit about Micah. Hi, I'm going to toot your horn a little bit, okay? Micah is a 23-year-old fusion vocalist from St. Louis, Missouri. They have been in several singing competitions and live performances, and even went viral on TikTok for playing and singing their their single "Sun-Kissed." Their style in music is fluid and unique, and any form of art, especially music, has been a passion of them for their whole life. They are self-taught on the ukulele, there it is, and has been playing for 2 years. Micah, welcome.
Hi.
We are so excited to have you.
Excited to be here.
Okay, so my question for you is, why the ukulele? You see, I couldn't wait to get to that part, right? It's such a unique instrument. What made you choose the ukulele?
It's just a really soothing thing for me. It's just really soothing. Anytime I hear a ukulele, it makes me want to kick back somewhere on a beach or chill in my room reading a book or playing games or something like that, and it's really close to my heart.
I love it. I love it because that's how I feel about your voice. Beautifully soothing, wonderful. I can't wait for the audience to hear. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Micah.
I could definitely be a Stacy if my hair were straight or wavy. If I were brighter or a little lighter, I'd have more fun. Oh, I'd get offered things like scholarships and lots of other things that I wouldn't miss. But my skin's been kissed by the sun. Oh, if I weren't sun-kissed, if I weren't brown tinted, I'd be free, I'd be free, but I wouldn't be me, no, I wouldn't be me, no, I wouldn't be me, no. When I wake up in the morning, I tighten my curls, my cocoa buttered skin, yeah, oh, it glows for the world. Now God could have blessed me with a new mind, a new body, but he knew the melanin that resides in my skin, and it shows the whole world that without it I wouldn't be sun-kissed. If I weren't brown tinted, I'd be free, I'd be free, but I wouldn't be me, no, I wouldn't be me, no, I wouldn't be me, no. La 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 la, la 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 la, oh, sun-kissed baby.
That girl, you know, shout out to you for unapologetically writing your truth so beautifully and poetically. I think that's like a brown girl's anthem right there. And it's super special. So shout out to you
Thank
for
you.
writing your truth. Let us get our judges. Industry guests, you may now turn on your cameras. I'm so excited to hear what they have to say. Monet, we will start with you, ladies first.
First of all, as you can see, I'm in the backgrounds. I took this picture today randomly someplace, so that's behind me. I love your setup. So the details are important, and sun-kiss, everything that you were singing about, you got a stage. So first of all, kudos for thinking through your performance. And second of all, that ukulele, girl, and that voice, those harmonies. I love it. You can tell that you wrote that song. It's for you, you know. You put a lot of thought into it. I would just say I want a little bit more eye contact from you. That will be the only thing. I want you to play to that camera. Show us that beautiful smile every now and then. You know, when you take those pauses and just play to your audience a little bit more. But other than that, keep going. That was beautiful.
Thank you. They got it. All right, Rick, what do you think?
I loved it. I mean, I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was vulnerable. I loved that. It felt personal, very empowering. So I loved it. I thought it was great.
Awesome. So if you were in the audience right now and you came to see Micah, I want you to make sure that you head over to our Instagram page and show them so much love in the poll. Your love is what is going to get them to come back in August. So yeah, thank you so much for that, Micah. Like, beautiful. Don't ever stop being authentically who you are, because it really translates. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
You may now turn off your camera. My industry guests. All right. So I have a question for you, Rick. We're going to start with you. And then when we come back, I'll talk to you, Monet. All right, Rick. As a national promotion director for Atlantic Records, are there songs that are easier to promote than others? Like, how can artists make your job easier?
I mean, you know, I think a hit is a hit a lot of times, but I also think that like what makes a song easier is just, you know, how it connects. For me, when it gets to radio, it goes through processes, right? So it goes through what they've already done in marketing, what they've already done in publicity, and all those things, and then it gets to me. So, you know, and now what's different is how it would get to the, you know, how it gets to me is what it does streaming wise and what's happened on the DSPs. So when it gets to me, I mean, what helps me is all the ammunition that came ahead of it. And when it got to me, it was ready. But as far as, you know, sonically, I think it's just being able to like, you know what you want to hear when you turn on a radio and you drive in your car. And if it's something that you can make connect that way, and, you know, artists have a beautiful way of being able to do that and, you know, transporting a person to their world. And I think that makes my job easier when the artist just, you know, is great at their art and unapologetic about it.
Yeah, yeah. That honesty really goes such a long way.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for that. You now turn off your cameras. All right, guys. Coming to the stage, we have Dominic Fleshman. Dominic, come on in. Dominic is a singer-songwriter from Columbus, Ohio, with a background in theater and a member of the local Columbus rock band, Did I Hear Dare? Dominic is always finding chances to be a storyteller. Welcome.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. I'm so excited for your performance. I love that your bio says that you're always finding chances to be a storyteller. That is like, you know, one of the best parts about being an artist is being able to tell your story. So that part of your bio really stood out to me. Tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing for us tonight.
Yeah, so this is a song I wrote at the beginning of the pandemic when being an artist seemed really hopeless with everything shutting down. I started songwriting in my band, Did I Hear Dare, which we have an album coming out next week.
Nice.
But songwriting is something really important to me. It feels like a diary that I sometimes share. So
awesome. Yeah. Well, we are looking forward to hearing you share your soul with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, Dominic.
This is called Oh Well, Back to My Life. turning of the page, but you follow me everywhere I go. Told you you could keep New York. I'd rather live where I can find a place to live out these long and boring days. And I wanted to stay and I wanted to go, but without you I felt so alone. That was so long ago. You said put in the time, put yourself on the line, relax, you're doing just fine. It's almost your time to shine. Oh well, back to my life. I guess I'll give this life a shot. This world is taking up my thoughts. What will I lose if I get lost in my mind? And I wanted to stay and I wanted to go, but without you I felt so alone. Oh, that was so long ago. Oh, 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 oh. You said put in the time, put yourself on the line, relax, you're doing just fine. It's almost your time to shine. I can't go back to my life, and you know that I've tried and I've tried and I've lied to give myself some peace of mind. You said that I'm strong for so long, like a song that I need to play all the time. You said no regrets, good intent, self-respect will get me through to the finish line. Or I'll finally find the rest of my life. And I wanted to stay and I wanted to go, but without you I felt so alone. That was so long ago. Oh, 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 oh. You said put in the time, put yourself on the line, relax, you're doing just fine. It's almost your time to shine. Keep on living your life.
Brilliant. Wow, that was amazing. So I have to ask, do you have a theater background? It's so like you could do Broadway like today, which is
that's the dream.
Look, you are not that far off, like for real. Don't ever stop, because you definitely, I mean, even just the composition of the music, like you're a composer, which is not easy. There's a lot of people who can sing, but not everybody can actually compose a piece like that. So congratulations on all your amazing talent.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's get our industry guests in the room. Industry guests, you may now turn on your cameras. Welcome back, Monet, Rick. All right, so Rick, what did you think?
Okay, for me, I definitely love the fact that you play an instrument, and an instrument like the piano, which is probably one of the more difficult instruments. I love the way it was composed. I love the way there was a lot of changes in it. Definitely appreciated the bridge, where you took it to the bridge and then brought it back out. I thought it was well done. I mean, I think that your voice is great. Would have liked to hear you a little better. I felt like maybe a little closer to the mic, but I understand that we're also like in a different world and virtual right now. So, but I definitely love that. I think that, you have a very good grasp of the piano, and there was a lot of different dynamics. You changed it up a lot. you know, the music felt like it was changing, and I felt like, you know, you definitely kept it, you know, going with your vocals. Your vocals were great on top of there, and the music just kind of took me somewhere. So I definitely see the theater in you. I definitely see all of that. So I thought it was well done.
Awesome. Monet?
I loved it. It's giving me Elton John vibes. Like,
oh, hello. Yes.
Is that a little bit of inspo?
He's my guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. So definitely giving me Elton John vibes. It's you are, to everyone's point, your composition is amazing. The way you play the piano is amazing. I even hear like that song could be like it felt like Silver Spoons, like it felt like for a TV show. Like back in the day, the I'm telling my age, but all the songs used to have these really catchy songs that you actually used to remember. And that reminded me of that in Broadway for sure. I just, if the dream is Broadway, I just say focus on all of that. So not in addition to being able to perform on the piano, but being able to perform, you know, Broadway is performing that music and, you know, you're performing the words, right? So what is the next layer of that for you, right? So expanding on that and building on that and really, really looking into composing for TV and movies and commercials. You should definitely look into that.
I agree with you.
Great job.
Yes, a lot of sinking potential for you, Dominic. Amazing, amazing talent. So happy to have met you here on Open Mic Fridays. If you are watching and you came to Open Mic Fridays to support Dominic, now is your chance to really show him, you know, that you came out for him. Head over to our Instagram, get in that poll and show him so much love. He just gave us a phenomenal performance tonight. Thank you so much, Dominic. You may now turn off your camera. And I am here with my industry guests. Monet, I have a question for you. What should an artist look for when choosing a manager? And also I'm going to add on, when is an artist ready? Because a lot of times you'll have a new artist who will just be like, I need a manager. And I'd be like, you ain't got nothing to manage. So what should an artist look for? And when is an artist ready for a manager?
Those are good questions because I feel like we live in a space now where everybody feels like they have something going on that needs to be managed. So wherever you are at in your career, you know, I would just always, when you're working with, you know, especially a lot of young creatives now, you're working with your friends and your team. You know, your friend is your video person. You got your cousin styling you. You know, sometimes it naturally, organically happens that some of the people around you may fit that position. I'm really big on energy, you know, and being able to, it's not a record label relationship when you're managing an artist. This is hey, we might be on the phone in the morning and we're going to be on the phone at night. It's some personal things, you know, it's personal and some business. You got to really trust the person. Know? So energy is big, being able to feel like you can express yourself creatively, being able to feel like that person brings something to the table in that, right? It may be creative, it may be organization, it may be contacts, it may be relationships, seeing something in somebody that may be that you're lacking, you know? And sometimes you need manager. I think a lot of us think managers now are just calendar keepers. Right. You know, it's you know, like, hey, I need, you know, it's way bigger than that. You know, it's a lot of you got to look at your manager these days. It's really a partnership, a business partnership. You know, that's your business partner. You know, that is the person that is helping build your brand, you know? Yeah. So those would be some of my suggestions.
Love it. Great advice. I love that you said, look around you, you know, whoever's in your circle. A lot of times artists are looking far, you know, looking at some celebrity managers and like your manager is right there next to you all the time. The person who believes the most in you can help get you where you want to be. So I love that.
You know? Start, get it going. So
yes, love it. Thank you so much for that. I hope y'all are taking notes because these are gems, you guys. Thank you so much, industry guests. You may now turn off your cameras. I hope you guys are having an amazing time. We are moving the show right along. We have another phenomenal artist coming to the stage. I want to hear you, even though I can't hear you. I want to hear you shout like we're in Madison Square Garden, like, yeah. Can I hear you? Can I hear you? Okay. I felt that. I actually felt a rumble. So good job, you guys. Coming to the Open Mic Fridays stage, we have Nate. Come on in, Nate. Nate is an up-and-coming artist from Louisville, Kentucky, and he is currently based in Chicago, Illinois. He just released his first 2 singles, Lately and Feeling You, in 2021. Hello, Nate.
Hey, what's up?
So I have to ask, because I think the release season is such a beautiful season for artists. It's just a great time. So congrats on your first releases. And how are you feeling having just released some music?
I'm feeling good. I'm ready to get a lot more out.
I love that. I love that. Right? Isn't it? It's just crazy. Like, we can sometimes hardly enjoy the release because we're just ready for more. That's just like a natural way to feel as an artist. Well, I am looking forward to your performance tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Nate.
This is my song, Feeling You. I ain't feeling you. Hey, feeling you. Baby, I'm feeling you. Yeah, girl, you're out my mind. Baby, I'm just feeling her. Even she knows she looking fine. If you be digging her, so I'ma take her on a test tonight. Baby, I'm feeling you. You's the baddest, you ain't even knowing yet. I'm the coldest, you ain't even know it yet. And in infinity, but I be on so focused. Running late corners in the streets, being up. Suck on the lip when my man got me really hopeless. I'ma go out, cool like I'm a soldier. She better than she supposed to. She knowing I'm getting close, I'm wanting to get her number. I ain't even got a rover, it's the lowest. On the told her how we land, told her me because she know my motive. Hanging low that she's supposed, she the way I'm out there and she's saw the pain away and somehow the madness to give her this pain a day. Now I got my deep up, she ready go to sleep. Now I gotta go up and I ain't going to sleep. The deep gon' sweep the goat up. She got everything. Now I gotta kill her. I can't run. She screaming, hey. Here for no reason. She don't know I'm depressed. I'm hearing a voice and a voice saying, let's go. I told her I ain't going nowhere, but in the back of my mind is my ex, and I said, hey, I ain't feeling you. Yeah, girl, you're out my mind. Baby, I'm just feeling her. Even she knows she looking fine. If me, you be digging her. So I'ma take her on the best tonight. Hey, baby, I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you. Yeah, girl, you're out my mind. Baby, I'm just feeling her. Even she knows she looking fine. If me, you be digging her. So I'ma take her home just tonight. Baby, I'm feeling you. Oh, I'ma sing the hook for the first time. I need everybody to sing it with me for real. I'm feeling you. Oh, tonight. I said 1, 2, 3, hey, let's. Baby, I'm feeling you. And girl, you're out my mind. Baby, I'm just feeling her. Even she knows she looking fine. If me, you be digging her. So I'ma take her home to cuss tonight. Baby, I'm feeling you. Oh, I said, baby, I'm feeling you tonight. Baby, I'm feeling.
Yes. I love that you got the audience involved. Like, you can't see no audience, but you were like, I'm putting on a performance tonight. Y'all gonna sing my song. I love that energy. Wonderful. Let us hear
Thank you.
what our industry guests have to say. Industry guests, you may now turn on your cameras. Welcome back, you guys. Monet, we'll start out with you. Give Nate some feedback.
Definitely. Baby, I've been feeling you. It's about. It's definitely about. It's catchy. My feedback would be, so from when you're doing a performance, because it sounds like when you recorded the record, there's like an effect on it, right? So you can get something for your mic so that you can get that same feeling of what you did in the studio when you're performing. So and don't quote me, Rick might know better than me because we have done road stuff together, but it might be an auto tune or some effect that you could put on there just so like everybody can get that same feeling that's going on behind you. I also would recommend that maybe next time you have maybe like an ear pod or a headphone because you were offbeat just a little bit with the track that was going in the background. But just making sure that, you know, you're tuned with what's going, what you're doing on the mic is what's going on. You need it like an in-ear, you know, so you can hear yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. But other than that, I love the crowd participation. You know, it's definitely catchy, very catchy song. So.
Awesome. Great advice. And also this virtual is it can be challenging. So definitely a headphone is great advice that would help just for you to stay like right on top of things. Rick, we're waiting.
Really, I would definitely echo what Monet said. I think it's definitely about you. You know, I like the song, but I think it has to translate a little better because what happens is when you have the track louder than you, it's like you're almost trying to keep up with it. And then the ad libs are loud. So then I know where you're trying to be with it, but I'm hearing the ad lib over you. So you definitely don't want to compete with your own song. So I think the music is great, but definitely, I agree, definitely get in-ears so that you're hearing the same exact thing and you're in pocket with your record. And definitely would try to put the same effect on it because you want in performing, your goal is to try to be as close to the record as possible. Mm-hmm. You know, when people are listening, they want to hear the record. So your goal is to try to be as close to the record as possible and get that performance online with the exact record. So I would definitely suggest those things. Those are things that just help you. I definitely like the fact that you do look for crowd participation. You know, even in this virtual world, it definitely gives me a sense of what you would look like on stage with a crowd.
Right.
So I think, you know, those are the things I would suggest, but I think those are the things that like help you hone your craft even more and, you know, help you take it to the next level.
Yeah, absolutely. And I agree. And I love that you smile and you look into the camera, all great things. So for sure, there's a lot of good there. And then, you know, the industry guest gave some great advice. All right. So if you are in the audience and you tuned in to support Nate, now is your chance. Head over to the Music Forward Instagram. Show him love, okay? In the poll, show him so much love for that great performance that he gave us tonight so that he may be able to come back in August. Nate, thank you so much for your time and your talent. You may now turn off your camera. My industry guess I just love picking y'all brain because y'all are just like been there, done that. Y'all so smart when it comes to this industry stuff. I love it. So Rick, I have a question.
Sure.
What goes into breaking a record? For those who don't know what that is, it's like basically making taking a record from a song nobody knows to a song everybody knows. What goes into that? Is there a formula? Is there some kind of magic?
I think what goes into breaking records is teams. You know, it's not done alone. It's a process. And, you know, I compare a lot of things to sports. So for me, it's always people playing their position on a field.
Yes.
You know, it's not one thing that makes a great record or makes a great artist. It's a combination of things and it's a combination of work. So a lot of times it's some of the things I mentioned from the first question where it's, you know, starting, you know, everything to me starts with marketing, right? So I feel like marketing is, in a record label, I always feel like marketing is the hub. It's what kind of brings us all together. It's the department that knows how to work with all of us.
Mm-hmm.
So often I feel like what goes into it is, you know, how that person is styled. What's the, you know, how do we communicate their vision?
Mm-hmm.
How do we sit down and say, okay, what are you saying in this record, and how do we communicate that to your audience? Yeah. And how do we identify your audience? You know, who are the people that are going to buy this record? Who are the people that are going to buy into you as an artist?
Yes.
So to me, it's marketing. It's, marketing would help center things. Publicity is very important because they're the people that are looking at media and looking at places that are going to put that record out there and get people to buy into you and listen to your message. And then there's a bunch of things. Now it's like, how do you get it on Spotify? How do you get it on Apple Music? Right. It's also, then you get to radio at some point. And for me, I get to things when all those other pieces are in place, because, radio is a thing that it's kind of like, not every record's going to get there, so it's all about, kind of the best of the best get there.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
Y'all, I hope y'all are listening, because it's really about preparation. You can't just be like, I got a hot record, that should be famous.
Yeah. And I think more than that, more than anything, I think it's about the artist. The artist, you got to work, and you got to work harder than me. You got to make me work harder. So
you got to be the hardest working person in the whole equation, in the whole operation.
I've had artists that literally would call me at like 10 o'clock at night on some, where you at right now? I remember Fat Joe, in the days of just us going to clubs and promoting records, would literally call me like the day after Thanksgiving and say, we're dropping a record. Let's go to the radio station. Let's go to the clubs. Let's go. Wow. Let's be out. And, there's no greater promotion than you. Nobody's ever going to articulate who you are better than you are.
Man.
So, you need to be able to be that person out in the front, and we're your soldiers. The goal is that we're your soldiers and we're there for you.
Love it. Love it. I hope all the artists tonight are taking notes. Those are gems. Thank you so much for that. Industry guests, we shall meet again. You may now turn off your cameras. All right, you guys, we are moving right along. We have another phenomenal artist that is going to come to this stage right now. Maddie Cadell, come on in. Look at this beauty, you guys. Maddie Cadell is a 19-year-old LA-based indie pop artist. Her first EP is expected later this year. Welcome, Maddie. Tell everybody a little bit about what you are going to be doing for us tonight. You look so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I'm singing my song Stupid Teen Love that actually turned a week old today. And the version that I released is really poppy and bright and super high energy. So I'm playing like what has been known to my friends as the sad version.
Oh, I love the title, and I cannot wait for our audience to get into this Stupid Teen Love. Take it away, Maddie Cadell.
Thank you. Secondhand store is still sitting on my shelf. I wish I read it before, 'cause if I open it now, I'll only think of you. The songs that you showed me, every movie I've seen, the way I started to think, and the cut of my jeans, I can't escape you. I don't know what to do. It's just stupid teen love that won't matter in time, but all that I'm shaped from was ours, never mine. Stupid teen love, we were standing too close. Why did you say forever? 'Cause now I can't let go. Our plans for the future future handwritten in letters. Now I'm trying to shake that we won't grow up together. These promised moments are slowly falling through. I tried to ignore as you were pulling away, 'cause I was still hoping to take your last name. I never thought I'd build a life without you. It's just stupid teen love, it won't matter in time. But all that I'm shaped from was ours, never mine. Stupid teen love, we were standing too close. Why did you say forever? 'Cause now I can't let go. I keep telling myself that all that I felt was a fleeting cheek flush, an immature rush. Or was this as good as it gets? Was this as good as it gets? It's just stupid teen love, it won't matter in time. But all that I'm shaped from was ours, never mine. Stupid teen love, we were standing too close. Why did you say forever? 'Cause now I can't let go. Oh, 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 I can't let go. Oh, did you let go?
Beautiful. The clarity in your voice and the songwriting, so good. Like that's a song I could hear like on the radio. Like I'm not even, no lies told. Let's bring our industry guests in here and hear what they have to say. Industry guests, you may turn on your cameras. Welcome, welcome. Monet, we will start with you.
So much raw emotion. I love it, baby Taylor.
Right.
It's a lot of people showing up in the room today.
Okay.
Really, yeah. I heard that reminded me of Taylor. I hear it on all these little Netflix 13 Reasons and all of the little dramas on Netflix. I love it. I love when you like whispered, you went down and up and lots of emotion. You could tell that you really felt that. So you wrote that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Girl, some checks coming.
Lots of talent there. To play to the camera. I love it. I love that you did the tight, because the tight allowed you to just focus on the message that you were trying to get across. So
thank you.
Those dynamics were really wonderful. I agree wholeheartedly. Rick, what do you think?
I mean, I gotta agree. I definitely had some like Taylor Swift vibes there. But, for me, when people talk about a hit record and they talk about some of the things that go into a hit record, it's relatability. I think, and being able to relate to an artist and being able to relate to a message. I think you captured, what teenage love feels like, as someone, especially, kids coming of age. And I definitely felt that. I definitely felt like it is a record that can definitely get synced and definitely get played on the radio. I mean, I definitely felt that. I think you have a great look as an artist. I think that, another thing, like I go back to being able to play an instrument. It definitely, that's something that's super important when you hit that stage, that you're doing something. And having a guitar in your hand is a great thing. I think it's like a great medium to have. It's a great tool. It's a great instrument. So I think, I really think you have an excellent opportunity to do a lot in this business and do a lot as an artist.
Wow, thank you.
I really hear, a lot of good things coming from you. I think you have a really good pen, and that's important, to be able to write and to be able to write from a perspective that people can relate to,
For sure.
Thank you.
I agree. Little old me too with these big wigs. So all across the board, you go girl. You did that. If you are in the audience and you came to see Maddie, make sure you head over to our Instagram. Somebody was asking in the chat, head over to @musicforward on Instagram. And that is how you participate in the polls to show the artist your love. So if you came to see Maddie, go to our Instagram page, show her love in the poll so that she can potentially come back in August. Maddie, thank you so much for that. That was gorgeous. You may now turn off your camera. Industry guests. All right. So my next question is for you, Monet. And I think this is like the age-old question. And I'm so curious to hear what you have to say. Okay. What is more important, the music or the marketing?
It all goes hand in hand. And Rick kind of started this, in the last question you asked him. These days it goes hand in hand. Once you have the product, we have to, wrap everything around that to put it out. And in a perfect world, you have an amazing artist that has, a nice social following, that knows how to work that social following, that has some style, that has, that's able to kind of be a little vulnerable, whatever that is for them, showing things outside of music. Because you all know these days, people, you can have the best song, but they're buying into the person that you are.
Yes.
And then there's all those things that go into it. Us introduce teams of people, marketing product managers and radio promo people and digital marketing people and the TikTok influencers and the Triller people and the content creators. It's a whole thing. So you can have an amazing product, but you got to do some legwork to really figure out how you're going to put it to the masses, how you're going to entertain maybe the core audience that you've galvanized already. And then even building an audience that the whole point of it is to build an audience that you can continue to promote to, and build with, as an artist and grow with. So there is a method to the madness, and both go hand in hand, music and marketing.
It is a marriage.
It is a marriage.
A good marriage. A good marriage.
A good marriage. Now let's know that A&R has to be. Sometimes you waiting on mixes and masters and remixes, and it really starts there. It starts in the studio. But once that product is done, they're right there with you. But it's out of there with all of those people, and that's your marketing. Yes. That's your marketing soldiers.
Okay. Awesome, man. Thank you so much for this. I know the artists are getting so much out of it. I am as well. So we are grateful. Industry guests, you may now turn off your cameras. We are calling our final artist to the Open Mic Friday stage. Tamar Mitchell, come on in. Let me tell these people about you. Tamar Mitchell is a highly motivated musician with a comprehensive background in performance, music composition, and arrangement. He has experience as a soloist for over a year in a variety of churches and events. He is striving to better himself, not only as a musician, but as a person who is very eager to experience and learn throughout life. I love it. He plans to mold hearts and minds to see brighter sides of things, withstanding any situation that could arise in a person's life. Through his music, he will express lively things that many people can relate to. Look, the bio, it is giving, okay? The bio alone is giving artist vibes. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you for being a part of Open Mic Friday, Tamar. I'm not going to take up your time because you blew me away during rehearsal, so I can't wait for the audience to hear you. Without further ado, you guys, Tamar Mitchell.
Nice guy. Flipping vegan burgers while I'm in the sunshine. Never worried and never trying to waste time. Put you all up in your fields as I head over. Eating the orange, trying not to range over. Having a but if not kind of attitude. Putting my faith in my fears so it dissipate. Elevating my mind to let it resonate. I shame it on them girls, them girls. Them girls, them girls that change my world. Them girls, them girls. Them girls, them girls that claim my world. I never been the one to lie. I never been the one to cry. Putting the shame on you for letting my heart turn blue. As deep as the ocean, you know what to do. Calm, relaxing, never lacking. Oh, baby, it's black. I got the hats matching. Oh, on the ends of my soul. That's way too old. Reaching for a cane as I feel the pain. Clenching my hands as I make it rain. I am building my pride, building my life. Building my pride, building my life. Doing my time, doing my time. My time is mine. I got rid of folks hating on the way that I dress, folks hating on the way that I stand, folks hating on the way that I am, folks hating on the way that I do my dance, roll my pants, raise my hand. For the people out there, for the people out there that's listening, for the people out there, for the people out there with the thumb in the air, for the people out there, for the people out there going green for the air, for the people out there, for the people out there going green for the air. Showing you that I care, showing you that's love around here. That's only on a good day, moving on like I do on a good day. I remember being scared to talk about what I don't like. It reflected my day on being uptight. Bad things come back to me, good things come naturally. Blessings refill with me. I am building my pride, building my life, building my pride, building my life. Showing my purpose, showing I own it, showing my purpose, showing I own it. All the pretty girls involved with me, making pretty love to me, pretty. Ooh, I can't feel the day, can't feel the day, can't feel the day, can't feel. No, we can't, 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 no, we can't. I know y'all know the song. No, we can't, no, we can't, no, we can't, no, we can't. Numb the pain, numb the pain, numb the pain, numb the pain. I don't want you, I don't need you. I don't want you, I don't need you, no, no. I don't want you, I don't need you, no. I don't want you, I don't need you. Thank God.
Yes. You have a fan in me, brother. A remarkable talent. Everything about it. I loved it. The only thing I wish is that it was in person so that I could be like really vibing with you. Industry guests, you may now turn on your cameras. I can't wait to hear what they have to say. Come on in. We will start with you, Rick. Let us know what you think.
Love the keys. Love that you could play the keys. Would have liked to see if you had. I would have liked the mic just because I would have wanted to hear you a little better. But honestly, man, I love the record. I mean, I feel like, it definitely is genre bending. It's definitely not one thing, which I really like. It has that left kind of feel to it. And I mean that in the best possible way, because I think we are in a place now where music isn't one thing anymore. And I think you did a very good job of making some true music that, that could be more than one genre. And I really liked it. I really thought that, I like the references you made. It felt really authentic to me. It felt a feeling of just me wanting to sit on my stoop and just listen to music. It definitely gave me that vibe of just me wanting to sit outside on a nice day and hear something. And so I really thought that was like well put together. I liked everything about it. I like the style. I like all of it.
Thank you.
Fire. I agree. Monet, what's up, lady?
Same. I love that it was different. I feel like we are in a space where people can kind of go wherever they want, but a lot of people are doing the same thing, ironically. So just it sounds like, you're on a journey to really be an individual. I really got that, from the lyrics to the music. So definitely next time have a mic. But yeah, I'm loving the lights. I can tell that's wherever that is, you create there. It feels like, energy's coming from there, so keep it up, stay true to who you are. That's what I would say, and develop that. What is that? What does it look like? We know what does it sound like? What does it look like? What does it look like when I'm on socials? What is it? There's so much there, but you got a good foundation.
Thank you.
Yes, Tamar, what an honor to hear you perform. If you're in the audience and you came to see Tamar, you already know you here because he's talented, right? That's why you came to support your boy. Well, follow through, head over to our Instagram, go into the poll and show him so much love so that he can come back in August. Thank you once again, Tamar, for your amazing talent and that performance tonight. You may now turn off your camera. All right, my industry guests, we kicked it tonight. I really appreciate you guys. I have a final question that I'm gonna put to you all that I think we always end the night this way, and I think it's a great help to the artists. If you could give one piece of advice, one, to our up and coming artists, what would it be? We'll start with you, Rick, since Monet spoke last.
Wow, one, huh? That's tough. Listen to your gut.
Good one.
A lot of people are going to tell you a lot of things, and a lot of doors are going to get slammed, and you're going to hear no way more than you hear yes. But you have to be able to listen to you. If you have a goal and you have a dream and you have, and I know that sounds so cliche because so many people will say, well, if you have a dream and you have a goal, but it's the truth. It's what it's said so much because it's actually that true that you have to, listen to your gut. Like you have to be about, pursuing that thing like a mad person, because it's what's going to make you stick out. It's what's going to get you there. It's like so many people will get so close because they gave up right before they were going to make it. It's like one thing more and they would have made it. Maybe pursued it one more day or wrote one more song or put out one more project.
Woo! Get a goosebumps.
So it's really about listening to yourself. And if this is your goal, no matter who says no, just keep going.
Love it. That's what Jay-Z said. He said that he's not a genius. The only genius thing they ever did was that they didn't give up. And that's saying a lot. So thank you so much for that, Rick.
Of course.
that was well received. I know I received it well, so I'm sure somebody else did too. Monet?
Do your homework on the process and trust it.
Yes.
That means follow what's going on in music. Follow what's going on. See yourself. Follow and see what other creatives are doing, whether that's artists, video people, stylists, makeup people, all of those things that take, but understand the process. There's a lot of artists right now that it happens and you don't understand what's going on, but you think you know.
Right.
And the people around you that have been putting around you may not know that those people have been it's a part of the process.
Yes.
But if you haven't done homework on at least a little bit of the process, you won't know.
That is key. Like, it's just not about the process. Doing your homework is key. So make sure
your homework. Yes. And that's on all levels. Business, get a business manager. Right. You said one advice. There's so much advice.
I know.
But when you do your homework, you're going to find out all these things. Just know homework. Let me go find out 10 things I need to know.
Yeah.
That's
really a huge part, is just knowing is half the battle. So having time is one thing, but then knowing what to do with it is a whole nother beast. So thank you so much for that. You guys have been such gems tonight for these artists and for Music Forward. We are grateful and we appreciate y'all so much. You are family. So thank you.
Thanks for having me. And you had me on with my family today.
Right, exactly. With the
love it. I love it. See you, Rick.
That's what we do at Open Mic Fridays, okay? That's what we do.
United.
You guys may not sound like, thank you. All right, you guys, this has been awesome. Huge thank you to Monet and Rick for their gems that they dropped. Huge thank you to all of the phenomenal artists that took the stage tonight. And the biggest thank you has to go to you guys who are joined in on our Twitch channel. Thank you. We wouldn't have a show if you weren't tuned in. We appreciate you. Spread the word. Let everybody know where it's at every other Friday night. Listen, we have a lot going on in the fall for the schedule, so please check out our calendar of events. Sign up. We have panels and workshops and performances just like this one that will be coming your way, and just help you to be successful in the music industry. And you can find all that information at musicforwardfoundation.org. Also, make sure that you visit our Instagram page, Music Forward on Instagram, on Monday to find out who the industry guests selected. And join us in a few weeks. August 6th, we'll be back, same time, same place, and we will see more incredible emerging talent. I am your girl, your host, singer, songwriter, host extraordinaire, Lydia Caesar, and this was a pleasure for me. Have an amazing Friday night. Peace.